Imagine this. You're 18 years old, you have been drafted the #1 pick by the Cleveland Cavaliers, and Nike comes along and offers you $90 million if you agree to wear their shoes for 7 years. For one person, LeBron James, he didn't have to imagine it at all, because it happened to him. With the world of expectations on his shoulders, a dream in his head, and the ball in his hand, LeBron stepped onto the NBA court in Sacramento, California on October 29, 2003. That day, LeBron wore this shoe. Well, not this exact colorway, but this shoe, the Nike Air Zoom Generation. At first glance, it looks like a basketball shoe, but it's really the details of the shoe that make it what it is. The shoe was inspired by LeBron's H2 Hummer, which helps explain why the shoe looks a little bulkier in certain places than you would expect. Unlike shoes later in LeBron's signature line, the Nike Air Zoom Generation was designed by a collective of people instead of just one. One of those designers was the legendary Tinker Hatfield, who designed shoes like the Air Max 1, the Air Jordan 11, and the Nike Mag. Another designer on the project was the legendary Eric Avar, who you know from the Kobe line. And finally, the lead designer Aaron Cooper. When people think about the Air Zoom Generation, the most talked about colorway is the wheat colorway that LeBron wore over All-Star Weekend. However, Nike is set to retro the first game colorway of the LeBron shoe. Quick side note, the Air Zoom Generation is the first shoe for LeBron. However, it does not actually carry his name. The first NBA game which LeBron wore the shoe was in the white and black colorway against the Kings on October 29, 2003. However, that was an away game. For his first home game that happened on November 5th, 2003, LeBron wore the white and crimson colorway of the shoe. Because it was his first home game, the white and crimson pair has earned the nickname of LeBron's first game. It's also the pair that he seems to really favor the most. So that's the colorway that's scheduled to return alongside the LeBron 14. The sneaker will be releasing in limited quantities via the sneaker app StockX, but it will be limited to only 23 pairs. It's an auction style release, and you'll have to bid in order to win a pair that comes in a special box created by the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, if you don't want the retro, you can also bid on the LeBron 14 and get a similar package. If you are unable to grab the shoe in the auction, the shoe will also be releasing on January 25th, this shoe, at select high-end locations and on the Nike Sneakers app. I was able to get my hands on an original pair of the shoes, which are these right here, and I wanted to show you some of the features that LeBron loved so much. The double stacked zoom at the heel, the carbon fiber shank, and of course, the ties to his H2 that he drove during his senior year in high school. Small things like the Nike logo dressed up to look like the Hummer logo, the shiny bumper on the heel, and the same shiny treatment to the eyelets and on the tongue. Back when this pair released, there were only a few of these with the date right here, which is 11/5/2003. As a player, LeBron didn't have a bad year in the Air Zoom Generation. As far as stats go, he averaged 20.9 points per game, 5.9 assists, and 5.5 rebounds. That's not bad for a kid that came straight out of high school. He also won Rookie of the Year and made the All-Rookie First Team. So, to wrap it up, the Air Zoom Generation, or the LeBron 1 as some people like to call it, will be available via the auction on StockX, and it will also have a wider release on January 25th for $175 on the Nike Sneakers app and at a few other high-end limited locations. Now, let me know what you guys think of the Nike Air Zoom Generation in the comments below, and be sure to turn on your notifications if you like what you see. I want to give a big shout out to Tyree, aka Sneds, for letting me use his pair for this video. I wish they were a size 11, but they're not. Anyway, I'm Jacques Slade. Hope you guys enjoyed this, and as always, I appreciate you, and I'll see you soon. Peace. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. I forgot the word, but the something's easy. Say you got a friend in me. Zippity doo dah. Oh, that's a different song. Darn it.